Hey, Miss Marcy here, y'all. And y'all know what it is. It is the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta version, okay? Alright, so the show starts out, it picks up from the last episode. You know, it has Mimi and her friend Ariane or whatever her name was. And they're recapping, you know, what took place at the club the night before with Jocelyn and Stevie J. So, you know, Mimi's sitting there talking to her. She's like, you know, basically they're just talking about her and Mimi's relationship with just Stevie J. And, you know, Mimi's like, I get from Stevie J. What I get from Stevie J is, you know, I want to be with you. I want monogamy, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then her friend's like, but Mimi, he hides things from you, you know. And then basically, Mimi admits that she could tell clearly that something was going on between Stevie J and Jocelyn or whatever. And you know, so she's like, you know, I can tell there's something going on between those two. And my thing is this, you know, not Jocelyn, but Mimi, how can you sit up there and say, you know, all you get from him is monogamy, I want this, I want that with you, when you know that he gave you that, he bought that house, you know, for other reasons than monogamy. I mean, obviously he bought the house to have you and his daughter stashed away while he in the studio doing what he do with whoever he doing it with. And I don't think Johnson the only chick he might be screwing around with. That's the only chick they showing on camera that he's screwing around with. But you know, so you know, I'm just like, well, how can she say that? My thing about Mimi is a, you know, like I said, she's a pretty woman, and she seems like she has some intelligence, but at the same time, I don't know, it just seems like maybe just when it comes to Stevie J, you know, a lot of times we all had that person that we just weak with. You know, I don't know, maybe Stevie J is that person for her. Maybe she wasn't always, you know, kind of weak or whatever, but maybe it's just something about this Stevie J. So, I don't know, but basically, I just see it like, to me, she just seems like she sees what she wants to see, you know. Because like I said, you know, the whole house and all that little bit, you know, the whole situation, you know, with Jocelyn or whatever, you know what's going on, you know, but you just, I don't know. So anyway, moving on from that, basically, I'm going to skip past the Rashida chick because right now I don't really have much to say about her. I don't really, no, it just, she really didn't interest me like that, so I'm just gonna skip past her. But I'm gonna go back to Jocelyn, you fucking trash bag, you just, oh my gosh, you know, she's in the studio, and then here comes Carly Red. She comes in there to talk to her or whatever, and she's like, you know, you sat up there and said you didn't kiss Stevie J or whatever, but I saw y'all kissing, and Jocelyn's basically trying to spin her, basically like, oh, you know, me and Stevie J, you know, we just partners, blah, 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 but I'm going to need you to understand that I'm his number one artist. I'm the one who's going to get most of his attention. Like, you just said you weren't sleeping with him, yet you have this, territorial attitude towards Stevie J. Whatever. So basically, she tried to spin the bitch. Jocelyn tried to spin the Carly Red bitch or whatever, and trying to make her think that she was, you know, basically just like hallucinating or whatever. Like, you didn't see us kiss, you know what I'm saying? Does it die? You ain't seen this, you ain't seen that, or whatever. And you know, Carly's like, you call everybody your daddy, you know, you call everybody daddy, and then, you know, Johnson's like, you know, if he wants me to continue calling him daddy, I will. Basically, in other words, I'm gonna keep fucking him as long as he gonna keep fucking me. I don't care, you know. So, what else happened? Oh, you know what? Let me say this about Carly Red. You know, Carly Red keeps saying she wants to work with Stevie J, blah, blah, blah. That may be true, but I think Carly Red got some other intentions going on with her. I don't know what it is, but I smell some bullshit. And Carly J, you seem like a messy bitch, because I noticed how, you keep, like, you just, it's this whole, you fronting like you didn't know that was his girl or whatever, like that Mimi wasn't Stevie J's girl or whatever, but at the same time it just seemed like you I don't know, it just seemed like some messy shit with you. And if your dude is, Like in the Reed family, LA Reed family, why are you wanting to work with Stevie J? Like that's what I don't understand. You know. But anyway, so Jocelyn basically is just denying it to Carly Red for whatever reason. She's denying it. Oh, you know, we don't mess around, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So Mimi, going back to Mimi, because that's pretty much what the show was about. Mimi is confronting, you know, Stevie J, like, you know, I know you fucking that bitch, you know, why is it when we left the club or whatever, why she throw a drink at you? And basically, she asked him, like, are you fucking her? He's like, no, you know, he giggled or whatever. Mimi, he's not going to tell you flat out, yes, I'm fucking her. No. That's for you to know on your own. He's not going to flat out tell you that. Well, he and her did tell you through their actions at the club that night. But, you know, you didn't want to see that. I don't know what more evidence you want from him. You know, he's not going to fucking tell you. So, anyway. So, basically, you know, he's denying it, like, no, I'm not messing with her, blah, 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 you know, and she's like, okay, well, whatever. Then he hits her with, I want you to be in on this project with Jocelyn's project. So Mimi takes the business route and says, okay, if you're going to let me in on it, I want 5%. Well, no, he told her 5%. She said, I want 5 from you and 5 for her. Basically, she wants 10%. Mimi, this is my thing. And I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on you because it's just, but I gotta say this. It sounds like, you know, you think you're about to hit him off with this business deal, and that's cute or whatever that you're trying to get that going. But at the same time, it just seemed like you, like I said in my last video about this, you're compromising with him. Here you've been in with this man 15 years. You don't have a ring. He ain't put a ring on shit. Yet you just dealing with all this bullshit. But yet you trying to go around. You're trying to make business deals with him. You know, you're compromising about that house. Oh, you need to come home more. You're compromising with him. That's all you're doing. And he's going to continue to do what he's doing. He's one of them dudes. I believe if you show that man some tough love, let him know that either, you know what I'm saying, it's the ring or it's nothing at all. It's nothing else. You're walking away from the situation. But Stevie J knows that you don't have the heart to do that. And that's why he keeps on doing what he's doing. You know, you can play cold with him all you want. You know, you can only do it for so long. And he knows that. So, anyway, whatever. Moving on. So basically, I mean, that was pretty much like the bulk of the show. It was about Mimi and Stevie J and Jocelyn. And then, you know, they had Lil Scrappy and his child's mother, you know, and they issue, whatever. Lil Scrappy tells her he got to get his own place. She's like, you know, I need to know if this is for real, even if you move out, you know, if this is what you want, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know about him. I just see them as a typical situation. Like I said before in my last video, Lil Scrappy I don't think she's excited enough for him. Her mother had a good point when she said, you know, I think he's a little too immature for you. You know, is this what you really want? Scrappy's child's mama seemed like, you know, she wants something with him so bad, and it's like she knows that he's not really on a certain level that, you know, she would like for a man to be, but she loves him so much, so she too is trying to compromise. She's compromising her happiness because she's like, you know, and I'm not saying everybody's perfect, I'm not saying that, but it's like, okay, if you're so insecure with him and you so, you know, just don't know where he's standing, it's like, okay, well, do you really just want to be with him because you think you have to, or what? You know, what is it? You can't force something. You know, you just can't force it. That's what it kind of seems like with her. Like she wanted to be so bad, you know, but whatever. Back to Mimi and Stevie J and Jocelyn, the love triangle. Okay, so after all this, you know, it was just a little bit of drama here and there. Jocelyn confronts Carly Red. Basically, Carly Red goes to Mimi and tells her, look, I know that, you know, it's obvious to me that Stevie J is messing with her. I saw them kiss or whatever. But I want to work with Stevie J. So, out of spite, I think Mimi did this out of spite. Out of spite, Mimi says, okay, yeah, you can work with him because I'm his partner now, so I call the shots too. Okay, so then Mimi goes and let Johnson know, listen, bitch, You got to answer to me now, okay? He and I were partners, and then not only that, but in the midst of that, right before Mimi comes in that situation and tells Jocelyn that, Jocelyn drops a bomb on Stevie J talking about she's pregnant. Okay, whatever. Basically, Stevie J trying to play the bitch like, okay, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where sometimes, you know, women, you gotta be smarter than, you know what I'm saying? Quit thinking just because you fucking the other bitch's man that, you know, you the better bitch. Because that's really not always, it's really never the case. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand one thing about men. Men have sex like it's a sport. You know, just because he's screwing you, it does not mean that he likes you better than who he's with. Like, it's just a lot of times it's a typical situation. Like with them, he know he has Mimi, so he know he can do whatever he want to do. You know. Anyway, that's another. I can go on about that, but anyway. So she drops a bomb telling him she pregnant. He like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, like he ain't really trying to hear the shit because he already know, bitch. If you pregnant in his mind, we going to the fucking chop house. You know, we going to the chop shop. Cause I'm not gonna deal with you. So anyway, so Mimi comes in, let her know, look, bitch, I'm calling the shots now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you working for me. Jocelyn's still trying to pull rank like she's somebody. Oh, you know, you can't run nothing. Da 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 da. Whatever. It's gonna be a problem. You know, basically, Mimi let her know, like, listen, you know, what's the girl? Carly Red's gonna work in this studio now too. So you know, it was that. Then finally in the end, what's her name? What's her name? Oh, Jocelyn confirms that she is pregnant, and she confirms that, okay, I ain't been fucking nobody but you, Stevie J. So that was that. Whew. You know what? Drama. It's really heating up for real. But this is just some crazy shit. Again, I just say, Mimi, you know what I'm saying? You with a man that's really taking you for granted. He's taking advantage of your love for him. Only you can, you know, if you can be, you need to be strong enough to get out that situation, or either just, you know, back away from him for a while, whatever you're gonna do. And then when her friend asked her, was she gonna leave him? She pretty much gave her a blank stare. We all know she's not gonna leave that man. You know. So it is what it is, but what else?
Didn't help you with your cute little first start off, did it?
I think that was it, y'all. I didn't really jot down nothing else. So all right, y'all. I will review next Monday. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, this has been Miss Marcy. Peace.